The following is an actual play of Pandemic Legacy. Pandemic Legacy is a storyline-driven board game, and we will be exposing certain storyline elements through this play. If you don't want to be spoiled, turn back now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rage Quit Radio. This is our second game of May for Pandemic Legacy. The first one ended in record time, and that was because the Fated basically just said, screw all y'all.
No, Europe.
Yes. So,
yeah, they had a bad time.
The only good thing that came out of that is we got to, when Essen and Madrid both exploded, we got to choose which one was in order.
Yeah, so we picked Essen.
So that we contained and Madrid didn't explode down to Sao Paulo.
Yeah, exactly. We picked as our game end upgrades. Number one, we now have 6 funded events in the deck because the government is having pity on us. They're giving us more money.
They better.
It's more horrible.
Yes.
That's why.
Let's not start that damn thing at where it was. We have 2 new military bases on the table. We have made our military bases in Moscow and Tokyo permanent. So that means we are 2/3 of the way towards one of our 3 mission objectives off the word go. As a reminder, we have 4 objectives. We have to complete 3 of them. The one that is not optional, we must discover cures to the 3 normal diseases. That will be black, red, and yellow. As optional, we can either eradicate 1 disease, we can have a military base in each of the 6 major sections of the world. We already have 4 of them. And we can quarantine 7 cities, specifically 7 fated cities. So for that, they all have to be in place at the end of the game. So that's where we stand at the moment. We have to do any 2 of these 3. We must do the thing with the cures. To give everybody an idea of who's playing what, Dave, once again.
I am the scientist who is a co-worker with...
the researcher. That's all I'm saying.
Ernie.
He's got Ernie. The only one that changed is me this time around. I have Anita, the quarantine specialist, in the hopes of controlling this shit. I got 2 blue cards off the word go. Does mean Jack all good because it's Montreal and London. They're both riding.
I got Bogota and Delhi.
I got Hong Kong and Sydney.
Beijing and a funded event of One Quiet Night.
Yep, so...
that allows us to skip the next infect city step.
This time around, our stuff got spread out a little bit better. The Fated only start in 2 places, 1 in Montreal and 3 in Paris, instead of just all being bunched up in Europe. We have 3 in Delhi, 2 in Rida, 1 in Kolkata. That takes care of black. 2 for Beijing, 2 for Hong Kong, 3 in Ho Chi Minh City. That is our red. Our yellow, Santiago, way the hell down yonder.
Missing one.
So, this time around, Will has pulled as our first player, so that means the researcher will kick things off. We are again starting in Baghdad because F Atlanta. I like you, Atlanta, but no.
Okay.
At least not in this game.
Yes.
For this game purposes, no.
Fuck you.
So, for my first term, I'm going to fly directly to Hong Kong.
You cannot fly directly to Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong is rioting.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong, read down there.
No, you're not wrong.
No direct flights, no short flights.
Yeah.
Oh, you bastards.
Bastards.
What?
You still have that other one, right?
You can either start moving along the line and do something to Delhi. You can fly to Sydney, 1, 2, 3, and do a little bit in Ho Chi Minh. Or unless you have some other plan.
I'll actually do that. I'll fly straight to Sydney.
1.
He's the pilot. He just flashes the card.
2. 3.
Cure 1.
4.
All right.
Okay, so he flew to Sydney, walked to
Jakarta, then Ho Chi Minh City, and here we go. All right.
What'd you get, buddy?
Epidemic. Oh! Well, we will put these back where they go.
That's just part of the game.
All right, so...
Right off the bat.
All right. I'm just going to throw this out there. This might be the time for One Quiet Night.
True. I'll go ahead and finish that.
Tokyo gets 3. Now, before we move to the actual part of the game where we will start doing stuff, you can One Quiet Night to keep all these cards from coming up.
Yes, I know these things. And... bump that up, right?
But if he does, what does he do next? He's delaying the inevitable.
Eventually an epidemic's going to come and we're going to have to
No. Eventually, Tokyo,
Yeah.
Delhi,
Right now
Paris.
there's 3.
That's 3 out of 10. A 30% chance that one of them outbreaks. even if you stop it because it's Will's turn, you're going to have to face the same odds on your turn.
Yeah.
Unless you go to Delhi and reduce it.
Well, I kind of want to get the win condition out of the way early. What's my...
You could do...
You could also go directly to Tokyo.
And knock one of those out. You don't necessarily have to use one quiet night, but Tokyo's going to come up.
Well,
And
here's the
Delhi.
moment you have to make a decision. Do you want to one quiet night or does Will flip 2 cards?
Yep. That we need to know now.
If you stop Will's event from happening and then you come to Tokyo or go to Delhi and do something about it, then that reduces from a 30% chance of failure to a 20% chance of failure.
I'm not going to play it.
All right.
Not going to play it.
Kolkata gets 1.
I like
There you
on
go.
the edge, guys.
Tokyo outbreaks.
Why are you Chris Brown in the game? Seoul,
1,
Shanghai,
2,
Osaka,
and San Francisco.
and San Francisco. Plus Tokyo gets a sticker.
Yep.
I like to live on the edge, man.
Whatever. If you don't quiet night your turn, though, we may leave you lying in the street of Atlanta. Traitor.
Oh. Traitor now.
I didn't realize we had a trader mechanic in
I
this
said
game.
if. There is in one of the expansions of the
I know
world.
there's a bioterrorist. It's
Right.
not really a trader. But...
Yeah, it's the same.
My wonderful turn, guys.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, you do that.
Well, now, I mean, he does have a plan.
He does.
I can go... Okay, so here's the
We need
options.
one in Africa and one in North America.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can go ahead and do those since Tokyo's popped, but we still have Delhi that might be a problem.
And
This is the
Paris.
question.
Well, you can't do anything about
I can't do
Paris.
anything about Paris.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to handle Delhi, or do you want me to go ahead and complete the win condition?
Handle Delhi.
Handle Delhi.
Okay. I can do that.
When you get there, you can cure 2 disease cubes for the end of your turn.
I'm going to move from Baghdad to Tehran, then that's 1. Second to Delhi, and then the last 2 to get rid of 2 cubes in Delhi.
Okay.
Now, you might want to one quiet night now. That way, he has the forecaster.
Mhm.
She can go ahead and look at the next 2 on her turn, and if it's going to kill us, quarantine it. Either way, you're
Say
still
that
getting
easy,
these 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and look at those 2 first.
I have a local initiative.
Which is...
Place a quarantine marker on any 2 cities on the board.
Okay?
And Tokyo.
So,
So you have 2 options. Or technically you have 3. The third option is don't do anything.
Yeah.
First option is you can go and quarantine the 2 cities that are dangerous
Yeah.
anyways.
I would do that.
I'm gonna local initiative.
Okay.
I will quarantine
Paris.
Paris and
There is no other city with 3 that's going to pop at the moment because he
Okay.
took care of Delhi. So if it were me, I would probably do Montreal.
just in case Paris pops. Or Paris.
Well, we're doing that just
Paris
because,
will not pop because what you did.
because of the quarantine.
But his point is Montreal would be a quarantine. Then if it comes up, it don't get a dude.
Yeah.
Since we have no way of getting rid of dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could do that. Go ahead
Okay.
and drop quarantine on Montreal.
And the other side is that's already 2 out of the 7 needed for that.
Yep.
This is true, and then he can start hammering that.
Okay, are you ready for your diseases?
Hit me where it hurts.
Montreal, remove it.
Yep.
Delhi, add it.
Yep.
Fuck you, Tim.
Forecaster.
All right. Santiago. Beijing.
Those 2 are definitely happening.
Well, that's
Beijing's
There's a lot of
got-
options.
Beijing's got one.
I think
Beijing has 2.
Beijing
Yeah.
got 2.
I
We'll
think
only get one.
quarantine Beijing might be a good strat right now.
It's probably not a terrible idea.
You could quarantine Baghdad, Beijing, Mudaraidan, quarantine Raidan.
I could.
I mean,
That wouldn't be a bad idea either. Getting a lot of quarantine.
and
on
then
board.
if this one comes up during my turn, Will's turn, or your turn, she's there, and it don't come off.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, true.
But we're definitely doing Beijing.
All right, that's at 1 action.
Okay.
Boy, the Asian flu went crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, Red's playing a big part this game.
2. See, my wife knows it too. You just can't tell. 1. 2 Baghdad.
Sure.
3.
4.
4 Rida.
All right. So here's your 2 cards.
Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3 quarantines that are up at the moment. No, 4.
Remember,
Okay.
the
4.
quarantine zone.
But they have to be up
Right.
at the end of the game.
Well,
Once we complete 2 other
faded
objectives.
cities.
Yeah, they have to be faded cities. So
Wait, what?
yeah, it has to be quarantined. The faded cities.
Balls.
Moscow and Ho Chi Minh are my 2.
Not a bad
Red and
mix.
black.
All right, and we know that Santiago is getting the 1, and that Beijing's quarantine is going away.
There we go.
All right.
So it's my turn. So for my first action, are you okay with sharing knowledge and I taking Kolkata?
Yeah.
Okay. So since William and I are co-workers, and he's the researcher, he can pass any card, so share knowledge. I take Kolkata. Now, that being done, 2, 3, quarantine.
Okay, so you quarantine Milan.
Are you alright with that idea?
I'm perfectly fine with it. And then you assume you're getting the hell out of Milan.
I can't. 1 was get, 2 was go, 3 was to go to Milan, 4 was quarantine.
And it's so if it pulls up, you're not going.
I'm not going to get
Yeah,
anything
you got
anyways.
everything away.
Okay,
So we moved from
Unless-
Baghdad to Istanbul.
unless you pull Milan.
Unless I pull Milan.
Yeah.
Then
Let's see how bad it is. Go ahead.
Kinshasa,
Kinshasa.
a yellow, and Algiers, a black. So I have 3 of the black cards.
That's really good.
1 more, and I can cure.
He's got Moscow on his
Here
side.
comes my diseases of Hong Kong
Hong Kong gets its 3rd.
and Rida.
Pops its
Nope.
corn.
You're there. It
Oh yeah,
stays.
so it stays.
Yes.
All right. So that's that.
And don't forget, I still have 1 quiet night, guys, if you guys really... want.
You're up, sir.
I'm sure we're going to say that for an epidemic.
Probably at this point.
Yeah.
I have 2 reds. We have a lot of red on the board. You guys want to start trying to feed reds to somebody just to get the cure?
That would be great.
We have 5 reds, and we only need 4 of them if we can get them to him. Which means through wheel, of course.
Well, and I have the 4th black to get to you somehow.
I have Tokyo and Beijing, and I'm nowhere near the reds.
Where
though.
are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I am here.
In Rida?
Well, technically, on your turn, you can go directly to Moscow. That's 1, 2, 3. And for your 4th action, you can quarantine one of these that are coming up. I can come over to you. 1, 2, take Moscow. 3,
Well, I'll have to go 1, 2.
2, 3.
I'm here.
Right. 1, 2, Moscow.
1 military station to military station 2.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Generalist.
Well, no, I'm a
quarantine.
veteran, so. All right. Anywho,
Either how, I can get it
you can get it from me.
and cure it.
As far as reds,
There's no way I can get it, is there?
What the Moscow?
Yeah.
Not from me. I have to be in Moscow for you to get it.
if I give...
You both have to be in Moscow for him to get
Yeah.
it.
How does yours work? If I'm in the same city as you, we can share knowledge,
Yes.
Sure,
period?
any card, yeah.
So
Yeah,
if,
you can take any card from him.
So if I can get to the same city as him, I could give him Beijing and Tokyo.
No,
No,
he
he
can
can
give
take-
you his. You, to give him Tokyo, you both have to be in Tokyo. You both have to be in Beijing. As long as you are both in the same city, period, he can give you whatever he
Or
has.
you can take them.
Yeah, or you can take them from him.
Oh, crap.
Now, how many? But now the
That's-
other side of the coin is if you two do end up in the same zone, he's already got 2 red, you've got 2 red. You just need a 5th one.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. That's
So it's still not bad. All right.
no. Anyway,
Will's up.
Well, honestly, buddy, if I were you, I'd start containing some of this mess.
Yeah, for real.
Because while Hong Kong has popped, and Beijing has popped,
there's a lot of
and Tokyo has popped,
The rest of that noise hasn't.
Ho Chi Minh has not, and if these have to come up again, then they're all going to be suspect.
Yeah.
And you can fly around
Where
too.
are you?
Who? Him. He's here.
I'm right here. I'm in Delhi. I have plans to move into that area. If not anything else, just to help clean it up. But if I can get there, then I can fly into Atlanta and create a research center.
If I
I
may,
can start flying.
That is
That's
pretty
2.
close to.
3, 4. Here are your 2 cards.
That was the turn.
Got Milan and Manila.
And Milan,
Burns its
no, it doesn't,
quarantine.
because it's not an infection.
That doesn't make any sense. What?
Add a faded token when drawing. I don't know if it burns its quarantine token or not.
It shouldn't. The quarantine token. Maybe you need to read the rule of the quarantine token.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, it's not specifically. It's if you are instructed to add any number of tokens to the city, period. So yeah, it'll actually burn the quarantine.
It's
All right.
not a bad thing.
Yeah, because it's going to keep Dave from getting a scar.
Plus, it keeps more people from entering the board we can't do anything about.
Right, exactly. Okay. And then we got your 2 of these.
Go ahead.
Paris burns
the
its quarantine. Ho Chi Minh City.
Gets its 3rd red cube.
Yep.
This is brutal. Brutal.
It's your turn, Brutal.
You're up.
Okay. What do I want to do? Obviously, I need to go through the red. Should I head towards Ho Chi Minh City, or should I head up to the northern side and go more towards Hong Kong? Or not through Hong Kong, like whatever that is, Tokyo.
The ultimate goal is to at some point get to Will.
Get to William.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all 2 just need to meet up in the same place.
So we don't have to worry about Ho Chi Minh popping. Tokyo's not going to pop. Hong Kong's not going to pop. But Shanghai, Beijing, and all that still got to...
Stupid idea.
What's up?
1 action, you build a building. 2nd action, you go to his building. 3rd and 4th action, you take 2 of the 4 cards. Or 2 of the 3 that he
I could
has.
do that.
We're still going to be 1 short, but if you draw a red card, cured. Next, because, nope, black requires no action. Sorry.
Yeah.
Red can be cured anywhere.
Yes,
Yes, it
but
can
not
be
at
cured
any
anywhere.
time.
Yeah, sure.
See, black can be cured at any time. Or it doesn't take an action.
Yeah.
It still has to be done on someone's turn.
Correct.
That's the other side of the coin is,
But he would have to give me his cards, right? Like, I can't just...
No, you can take them from him if you're in the same city.
Oh, well.
I wouldn't do that, though. Because if you take his 2 cards, what does that give you? 1 short.
Yeah.
I would go to Tokyo, start curing it so we don't run out of red cubes.
Yeah.
If William's turn comes around and he can just straight give you all 3 cards,
Yeah.
and you'll have cure on your turn.
That'll work. Do you guys want me to go... You guys want a military base or a research
Or,
center?
Well, military base is the only way for you to fly from here to there straight.
I can go from any location.
Yeah, you can go from
Once per turn, I can... once per turn as an action move from any city containing
He has to
structure to
discard a
any
card to do
city.
it.
Oh, I thought you could go from. I
No,
thought
he
he could go
can-
from structure to structure.
No, he can go. He can build any structure he wants.
So then build the military structure.
You build a military base and you just jump base to base.
Yeah,
But
So that's 1.
without spending.
That's
That's
2.
that's 2 in the same region, isn't it?
It's fine.
But it won't matter. They're not going to stay there.
This is just to
Yeah.
save a turn.
This is
pretty
just to say get him there quicker.
much. Get me.
Okay.
And then 2 to cure the red.
2 of them.
2 off of Tokyo.
All right.
I'll do that. And then 2 cards, sir. You guys ready?
No.
Go for it.
I got another funded event. Remote treatment. Remove 2 disease cubes from the board.
Do that now.
Well,
And
hold on.
blue San Francisco.
Go ahead and put a dude in San Francisco. The one thing I would hold on to that funded event because
Yeah, 'cause
if we can cure yellow, you can remove yellow.
The other thing is that would be something I think to play when an epidemic pops, because then he can just go yoink yoink and take
Right.
them off of 2 that are
I
threes.
would Quiet Night though.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
1 quiet night this turn before we draw.
Well,
the
what
infected.
can pop? Not Paris,
Not Ho Chi Minh
Not-
City. Those are the only 2 of 3s.
not Ho Chi Minh. So realistically, I think we should go ahead and just eat it.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna save 1 quiet night. This
Sure.
Well, here's the other
Uh,
thing. How many cards are in your hand?
He has 5.
I'm 5.
Okay, so you're safe. If you use 1 quiet night, you have to discard a card.
Yes. Which
That's
San
fair.
Francisco.
Yeah, screw that. Keep them.
All right. So let's see what we get. Bogota gets 1 yellow. You got it? Mexico City gets 1 yellow.
All right, forecaster.
All right. Our next 2 are going to be Shanghai and Cairo. At the risk of sounding like a dick, I'd rather not do either one of them. And here's why. Because those quarantines have to be on faded cities for that shit to work.
Where is Shanghai?
Shanghai's right here. It's only got one on at the moment. Cairo has none. We're into new cards at this point.
So you're gonna. I'm assuming you're gonna drop a rant. I'm assuming you're gonna drop quarantine on Perry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should probably put the free one on Paris.
I think you should put it on Milan in case the Milan. Well, no, because it's not going to come up, and I'm not going to be there. So never mind.
Yeah, exactly. You can quarantine it and run like a scalded dog.
That's the point.
Yeah, because I can cure without an action.
So, I'm going to use my free one on Paris.
Just to make sure.
Yes. Well, and because
Outbursts.
7.
Well, I get that, but just to make sure.
Sure.
So that's 1, 2,
It's
3.
1. I'm thinking... So, unless y'all need me to do something else, that was 1. 2, 3, quarantine and stay.
You got to go to Moscow.
Yes, I do, because I gotta get somebody a black card, don't I?
Me.
Yep. So that was 1, 2,
3 to Moscow.
3.
Quarantine Moscow.
Why the fuck not?
It never hurts to have a quarantine on the board, and we can always burn it later if we don't. You know.
Yeah, we can always move it. And so...
Well, get your 2 cards first.
Yeah, boy, I'm leaving those up because we know what they are. Washington and Baghdad.
Hey,
So-
look, you almost got the cure to blue. Oh.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to do that since, what, January?
Yeah, pretty much. And then 1 to Cairo and 1 to Shanghai.
Okay. So on my turn, I go 1. Well, 1, 2, 3, take is 4, and I can cure as a free action. Right? Black can be cured as a
Black
free
be
action.
cured for free, yes.
I'm going to go ahead and quarantine where I'm at. Again, Milan. 1, 2, 3. For 4, I'd like to share knowledge, Moscow. As a free action, I have 4 black cards, and as the scientist, that's all it takes for me to cure black.
Done.
For my first 2 cards, my player cards, I get Buenos Aires and an epidemic.
I'd say
Alrighty.
it's about time for one of those.
Do I do the honors?
Sure. Essen. Give them 3.
Would you guys like me to one quiet night, or would you like me to read?
Um,
One of these two is happening.
well, do realize that every red card, you could do both of them.
True, I don't know you could do both.
But if you're going to one quiet night, well, y'all figure it out. I mean, we've got 1, 2.
We got 3 that can pop.
What's the third one?
Paris will
Roll,
burn its
yeah.
quarantine, so...
Which I can't handle 2 of them that could pop. Well, I can't.
That's
handle
alright, you
Essen.
can't remove a
I can't
disease
do anything
cure.
with Essen. But if I one quiet night, I can stop the infection. Just,
Entirely.
Yeah.
For Will's turn, and then you have to face it on your own.
We'll have a cure at that point. For red.
If you get one more yellow, you just got to get to a research center.
Which he could draw a yellow. Well, has he already drew?
Yeah, he already drew
drew,
cards.
yeah.
Yeah, I drew my cards.
Which he could
It's
draw
my
a yellow.
turn.
Oh, okay.
It will be your
It
turn.
will be your turn.
You
So the
guys
question
wanna-
is, do we one quiet night?
I think we do.
Yeah.
The other reason is you're about to get 3 cards. So you may end up playing both these cards anyways.
Okay, so here's first thing. One quiet night.
No more of that.
No more of this.
I have to burn a card.
No, you
no,
don't.
no, that's at the,
The
end, of your turn.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Yes, if you end your turn. So you don't have to remote treat yet.
Sure.
He doesn't. The thing is,
Right,
at the
right,
end of
right.
his
Got
turn,
it.
so.
I can
It's your
always just
turn.
burn San Francisco.
That's
If we
true.
have to, yeah.
Go ahead, William. For your 3 actions, you want to give him the red card so he can cure on his turn.
I need all 3 of your reds. That was going to take 3 of your actions.
Yeah.
Three or
That's,
four,
that's
you
the
could-
sad part.
You could take 1 off of Tokyo
Yeah, you
just
could
for
go
the
ahead
hell of it.
Yeah.
That's going to guarantee a cure.
It hamstrings your turn, but it makes him cure red.
Yeah.
And then you start becoming the medic in the red world, if you want. Well, we all do, technically.
It kind of puts
Yeah.
us in a good position to contain this shit a little bit.
Yep, which is part of the idea. So there's the
3
3.
turns, 3
Take
cards.
the one off Tokyo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, William.
All right. So here's your 2 cards.
I got Mexico Cito and.
You got the yellow that he
Dude,
can
on
get.
my turn.
That's
That's
fantastic.
3.
Yeah, I can take it from you and cure it.
Oh, man. Okay.
Okay.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No.
We have 2 infections. By the way, have we had 2 epidemics?
Yes.
We are.
Okay,
That's our
just
second
making
one.
So,
Okay.
quick question.
Yes.
Since that's all been reshuffled,
Yes.
Do you want to use that?
Just to make sure that Ho Chi Minh
To save
City
Ho
is
Chi
top.
Minh City and something else?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I would do it now. Yes.
That'll put me down to an even number.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
until
till
the
your
end of
turn.
turn.
Booyah.
So one off of Ho Chi Minh. Where do you want the other one off of?
I would take it off another red. San Francisco.
Yeah, because it's going to be hard to get it out of there. You ready?
Go ahead.
For William gets Tokyo 1
Yep.
and Mexico City 1,
All right. 1 to Mexico.
which is a dude,
Oh,
as he's
yes.
faded.
He's down to 2 dudes. On my turn, since I can cure red anywhere, I'll go
Right.
ahead and cure red.
So that's action 1, cured red.
Boom.
Yep.
You are now back to being kind of the medic.
You're sort of the
Almost
medic.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that was
Almost
1.
Jesus.
You can just start walking through curing and try to sunset
So they
it.
cure, I don't have to use actions?
No, you do have to use actions.
Yeah.
Okay. I will...
The second thing is we still are working on your win condition.
Mhm.
You may want to throw a research center, go to North America through Atlanta, and throw down your other military base. So that would be 1 to cure, 2 to build, 3 to travel, 4 to build. The
I would have
only,
And 5 to pray.
I was about to say, and the only threat happens is if Atlanta comes up in
Well,
The
Atlanta has to
player
report
deck.
it all, and we all have...
But it would
Right.
have, if it comes up
It
in the
can
player
come up
deck.
here. I'm just, those are a choice.
And that would put us 1 away. We would still need 1 in Africa.
Well, the other choice is you've cured for 1, 2 for Bogota, 3 for Miami, 4 for build in Miami.
That's fair.
Let's see.
And you're safer in Miami.
It's true. And that leaves Africa, which for your next turn is go to Baghdad, go to Cairo, build in Cairo,
Yeah.
or you can go to the middle of Africa and build.
You're right at once.
Sir? We are tentatively on the line.
All
I
right.
could also go to Baghdad, build in Cairo, go to Bogota, and that'd be it. So that'd be 3.
1,
He's,
Four
sent-
for
two,
he's already spent 1. So he's
3.
going
If you build in
1,
Cairo,
2,
you will
3.
end in Cairo.
Yeah, you'll end in Cairo.
Okay.
You have 3 more actions. Last option is you can discard the San Francisco card.
Mm-hmm.
Fly wherever the hell you want because you're at this place. The problem is you'll draw 2 of these, you'll have an even number and have to discard 1 of them.
Yeah.
That's not that big of a deal because we already got yellows under control with him.
It's true. Those are the parameters that you have.
Because if I flew, I could do. Fuck, I'm not gonna finish the win condition this turn. It's not gonna happen.
Well, while Justin is making up his mind what he's going to do, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Justin has made up his mind.
Probably.
Probably made up his mind.
We're gonna sit here for another 15 minutes.
Okay.
You would do it.
I'm going to move from Tokyo, and I'm going to fly from military base to military base in Bogota. That's my second turn.
Second.
Third is in Miami. I'm going to move to Miami. And fourth, I will plop a little green building right in Miami.
All right, so that's his 4. His first was he cured black. He cured red.
Yeah.
Here are your 2 cards.
Seoul and Los Angeles.
All
Los
right.
Angeles gets... Nope, it's not blue.
It's
My
not
mistake.
blue.
My
All
mistake.
right,
Now,
my turn.
no, he
Oh,
has
he's
to
got
get
infect 2.
in fact. Montreal gets 1.
Yep.
Ball.
And Beijing gets 1. Beijing is now 3 up.
All right,
All right.
my turn.
What you can do, man? What you can do?
All right. Well, we forecast first. Santiago, Ho Chi Minh.
You have Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, I do. I can just bloop bloop.
I'm just saying you could go to Ho Chi Minh,
You want to quarantine?
cure it.
I'm assuming you're going to drop quarantine in one of the...
I'm going to drop a quarantine in a faded city.
you want to do Essen since it could outbreak?
Yeah, it's not terrible. That's the right. Yes, sir.
You could go to Ho Chi Minh.
Mm-hmm.
You could cure Ho Chi Minh.
Mm-hmm.
You could quarantine Ho Chi Minh.
I can quarantine Essen.
And then you can quarantine Santiago.
Ooh.
Then, when your infection stage happens, nothing happens.
But
Or
there's
you
still,
quarantine Essen.
there's still
Whatever.
a chance of Essen like outbreak.
Yeah,
Sure, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out as a secondary. With you and Ho Chi Minh and a quarantine.
Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere. And it's not going to do
Right.
anything. So, all right. I don't hate this plan. All right, so I'm going to discard Ho Chi Minh City to fly direct to Ho Chi Minh. That's 1.
Since we still can.
Yep. 2.
Because we're all medics.
We're all medics for red right now, so that's 2. 3. just so I don't forget about it. Quarantine Essen. And 4, quarantine Ho Chi Minh.
Here are your 2 cards.
Yep. I get Lima and Lagos. And Santiago will get 1. It's going to be at 3.
And Ho Chi Minh
Ho
gets...
Chi Minh gets nothing, and the quarantine doesn't go away because I'm there.
For Action 1, would you share knowledge with me, old pal, old friend, old co-worker of mine?
Now you have to get to the
Sure thing.
research center.
Huh, where am I? So, 1 action I got the card, 2 I go to Istanbul, 3 I go to Baghdad, and 4 I cure the yellow.
3 diseases down, so that's 1.
We just have to sunset it. We just have to sunset it.
So, my 2 cards...
Guess what you need to do.
My 2 cards are Johannesburg and Chicago, which gets a dude.
All right.
And my 2 diseases are Cairo
Okay, where's Cairo? Cairo puts it at 2.
and Shanghai.
Shanghai is now at 3.
I'm telling you, William,
Yeah, I know.
be our savior, buddy. Be our savior. 1, remove them all. How good does that feel?
3, remove them all.
Tell me how good does it
So went
feel?
from Tokyo to Shanghai, cured all the cubes in Shanghai, went to Beijing, cured all the Beijing
Yep.
cubes.
Here are your 2 cards, sir.
For those who can't see them.
$5 says I got epidemic.
Motherfuck. Who put $5 on the...
Yes,
I
but
got
you
both.
also got this.
Also got borrowed time. Current player takes 2 extra actions this turn.
Oh, that's
Now,
fantastic.
he can't do it right
Yeah, he
now,
can't do it right
but
now.
you can do it in a
I
minute.
can sunset
Can't
that.
play
And you can play it for someone.
Yeah, you can play it for someone else.
I already know what he's going to do because he hasn't been dead out.
All
Maybe
right.
just a bit.
We're going to hope that this isn't yellow. It's Istanbul.
Istanbul gets 3.
Istanbul is Constantinople. Anyway, okay. So, there's that. Okay.
Check this ruling again. I think if Istanbul explodes, it eats that.
Yeah, it eats the quarantine.
It'll eat, yes, it will eat the quarantines. If it explodes, it's going to eat 3 quarantines.
Yep.
Which is, I'm okay
Which,
with
yeah,
that.
I'm
not
really
going to
okay
be
with
mad.
that.
He's not okay
Because it's
with
only
that.
going to spread to 2 places. I will definitely be okay with that.
Well, there
And
you
we're
go.
up to 3 draws.
Good luck.
Yeah, we're up to 3 now. All right. Ho Chi Minh City gets Jack because I'm there.
Yay!
All right. Istanbul. Boosh.
Istanbul explodes.
1, 2, 3 quarantines
So
gone.
1 black cube in St. Petersburg,
And 1 black cube in Algiers.
and
and
1
one
in
in
Cairo.
Cairo. plus the outbreak.
Which I think he just
I already
moved
did,
out.
yeah, I did too.
Okay, and we put a token on Istanbul. All right.
So,
I'll go ahead and pull the 3rd one while you're getting stickers.
Give me a second.
And it's good old Beijing. So
Who's
then-
the red player?
I'm in
I am.
Beijing.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to get 1.
I'm the red player in Baghdad. So
I'm
I
seeing-
can start cleaning
You're
that
gonna
mess
start
up.
playing, okay.
Yep.
That's what I was getting at. And we have one more to pull, I do believe.
No,
That's
he
it.
got it. I
Because
got all 3.
Beijing.
Sorry, I didn't see that last.
You're up, sir.
You want to give me 2 turns? I can sunset yellow.
So
if you
borrow
like me to.
time.
I'm going to move from
Got it.
Miami to Bogota.
1,
Cure Bogota for 1
2,
cube. Move from Bogota to Lima.
3,
From Lima to Santiago.
4,
Then I'm going to cure Santiago.
5.
All
And
3.
that sunsets yellow.
I would fly to
Hey,
Seoul.
Joe, suck it.
Yes, Joe said we would not sunset yellow ever, so...
I would fly to Seoul.
My
for your
hey,
6th
my mission
action.
is accomplished. I'm good.
Hold on a second, hold on a second. I have to let Will do something. Will, would you like the honors, William?
Put the lid on the disease and put that bad boy away for the day.
Damn straight.
All right, so
There it
we'll set
is.
this over here for now.
And I quote, "Don't you come back no mo, no mo, no mo."
So
So
those
you're
yellow
saying I should
cards...
fly to Seoul just to help clean up the rest
Well,
of the
what are you gonna
As
do for
a
your
matter of
6th
fact-
action?
We now have 2 win conditions done.
Yes, we do.
Your only other option is you could build a building.
And we win.
No, we
No,
have
we
to.
don't.
We got to get a building
Yes.
here.
Because we there to build it.
Yep. Well, there is that point. I would go ahead and build a building now.
So I can fly to Baghdad and go straight to
No, so you can fly anywhere you want next turn. Because remember, when you burn a card,
You go anywhere.
you go anywhere.
I will build
Build a research center.
research center.
Yeah, one.
I'm at 6th and final. Research in Santiago.
All right.
All right. So here's your 2 cards.
Oh,
Enjoy them in good health.
Paris. Blue and
Perry burns its quarantine.
No, apparently it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that it does.
Well,
Because-
no, because there's 3 dudes, and you wouldn't add a fourth guy
correct,
anyway.
you would
So
not.
it would not.
So we get away with that one.
Fancy schmancy.
And what was the 5th card you pulled?
All I got was
Jakata. All right. 4 caster.
All right. Shanghai, Mexico City.
All right. So now,
Hold on a second.
I was about to say, you want to play some mental games and see if you can remember what the 3rd one was?
No. I'm thinking about something. Okay.
You're trying to build.
Yeah, I was thinking if I could build the last one. And I'm like literally 1 action away from being able to do it.
If you can make it to my turn, we win either way.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, there's other options.
If you can make it.
What?
That is the biggest thing here.
Quiet you.
All right.
I can't be a heckler?
No.
The game heckles us enough, sweetie.
Yes, it does.
Sometimes you need that extra encouragement.
Okay. All
On 3 times straight. We're ready for like.
right.
No woman.
So
you want to pop?
I want to put this on Mexico.
Okay.
I think.
On Mexico?
Yeah.
Yes, because
we don't want more dudes.
we don't want more dudes.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
And
So
which one of these 2? 'Cause I'm voting.
Like
on
he
it. I'm
has
voting
to
on it.
be there to do those
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
bet
he's
you
the
will
blue.
either.
He's the blue guy.
Shanghai is the next
He can
one
help
that's
clear
coming.
out the Reds.
Shanghai's going to get one in a moment.
He could end the chain.
1. So 1, 2, 3 quarantine.
4. Sure.
Okay.
I don't see any reason not to.
All right. So I'll get.
This is a
Shanghai.
stall tactic.
Yeah. This is us trying to buy some time.
Because we're going to get a 3rd card. Unless
don't-
you want to play mental games and try to remember what the 3rd card's going to be.
I don't freaking know.
All
Okay.
right, here's your 2 cards.
Ooh.
New York.
Okay,
Hold
hold.
on.
Go ahead.
And then
Hold.
Chennai.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You must play 1 now or discard.
Well, I'm going to play New York.
Good call.
Because I'm going to burn the one off of Cairo.
Good call.
Do I still have to place the? Do we still have to place?
For the record, yes, we do put a dude there. New York is an
Oh,
unfunded
sure,
event. It
right.
lets me remove 1 cube from anywhere on the board. I'm going to remove 1 from Cairo because I had 3. And
I thought it was.
games.
I thought it was the one where you discard 3 of any color.
I was hoping it was that too.
Yeah, so was I. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I still have that left. So Shanghai is quarantined, gets nothing, and I'm there, so the quarantine doesn't go away. Mexico City burns its quarantine, so that's 2 of my 3. The 3rd one is Santiago.
Santiago gets a
It's the
cube.
Santiago's been
wait, it doesn't
sunset.
get anything.
Oh!
Santiago don't get jack shit.
But then technically Mexico City don't
Mexico
get.
City is faded. It is not yellow.
It's different.
Okay, but it's faded. But what color is that?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's now Coda.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
All right.
good.
It's now
Yeah.
part of the.
Just
part of
making
the
sure.
outbreak.
All right, so
That was mine.
Dave,
I'm looking.
at least go to Istanbul.
Would you like to win the game?
Yeah, that's true too.
Would you like to win the game? 1, 2, 3. I built the last research center in Johannesburg.
And they're the last
Military.
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 station.
Yeah.
And that wins the game. So we have won.
Can we look at the win condition card for once, Uncle Mike?
Well,
God,
we
finally.
only missed
Yeah.
one. I suspect we will be putting common structure on yellow now.
Yes.
No.
All right. So
Yeah,
so
no
idea
around
what you're
third, I
talking
need a
about.
coin. Who's got a coin?
How the hell would I do that?
I do, actually. I usually do when we do this.
All right.
Coins.
Actually, no, cool.
What is our win condition for May?
Take a deep breath. You always have permanent +1 military money. I would love
It's
those.
free roadblocks.
Oh, goody.
Say what?
Start the game with some free roadblocks.
Wiggity wiggity what?
Because
We get to start the game with 3 free roadblocks wherever we want.
Hell
that might
yeah.
not be a bad idea.
No, it
Right?
won't.
Why not? So that is our win condition for June. So there we go, folks. We have narrowly avoided opening box 8. Our funding goes down. We go back down to 4. That might be a problem because, by God, the event saved our ass in this game. So,
Allowed us to control for sure.
absolutely. So, folks, that's one down. When next we play, we will be in June. Until then, I'm Mike.
I'm hopeful.
I don't know.
We're gonna die eventually.
And we'll see you next time on Rage Quit Radio.
This is why you don't get birthday presents.